Hey there, Kim. Long time no see, huh? How have you been, sweetie?
Sharon? Wow, it's been a while, hasn't it? I've been doing fine. Nothing too out of the ordinary is going on with us these days. If you don't mind, can I ask what you're contacting me about?
Geez, the first time we've spoken in forever, and you're already trying to cut to the chase? I'm your big sister-in-law. Can't we just chat for a while? You know, talk about all the latest celebrity gossip, that sort of thing.
Didn't you get divorced a while back? My husband was talking to me about that the other day.
Man, you really are all work and no play, Kim.
Sorry, it's just the way I am.
Tell me about it. Yeah, I just got divorced. It all got finalized about 2 months ago now. I guess you could call it irreconcilable differences, as they say. It was kind of a mess.
I suppose there isn't really any clean way to get divorced, especially when kids are involved. Frankly, all those dramas where two divorced parents are super amicable with each other and get along well never seemed very realistic to me. But I suppose more people are getting divorced these days, so maybe that reality is changing too. How are you handling the newly single life? Any troubles making ends meet?
Trouble? I'm not having any trouble at all. I'm getting tons of money from him in child support. I'm rolling in it, baby.
Oh, well, that's good to hear. Since you aren't having money problems, you can focus more on your emotional health. If you start to feel lonely, I suppose you could always go out and look for a new husband.
A new husband? Girl, I just got rid of my last husband. I think I'll take my sweet little time before I tie myself down again.
Understandable. So anyways, there was a reason you texted me out of the blue, right?
That's right. I totally forgot. Okay, so I had a teeny tiny favor to ask of you. Would you mind looking after Aiden tomorrow for a bit? I know it's sudden, but something came up tomorrow, and, well, it's something I can't take a kid along with me for.
You want me to do that? But Sharon, isn't Aiden still really young?
Not at all. He's almost 4 years old now.
I'm really sorry, Sharon, but I don't think I can take care of a child that young. I mean, I've never really been good with kids. I'm worried whether or not I could look after him properly.
Oh, don't be silly. You've got nothing to worry about. All you need to do is make sure he doesn't break anything or hurt himself. I'm not asking you to be his playmate or anything. You don't even have to like him. All I need is an adult set of eyes to be there while I'm out. You can handle that.
I'm much less confident than you are, and if you don't mind me asking, why exactly do you want me to do this for you? I mean, what's your ex-husband doing tomorrow? Did you try asking him to look after Aiden?
Him? Sweetie, we just got divorced. He's the last person I want to talk to right now, so he's out of the question. My little brother Jake is always out of the house too, right?
Well, yes, he often has to go out to town for work.
And you're a bar manager, so you only work in the evening. You've got nothing going on during the day, right?
Typically, I've been doing administrative work at home, so I can focus on more off-my-site duties while I'm at work. Sharon,
So then you are free during the day. Come on. You can help me out, can't you? Just this once.
I really don't think it's going to work out.
Sure it will. All you need to do is let him watch TV or something until you leave for work. What time do you typically leave the house?
Around 5:30 or so.
Wow. Do you ever do any actual work?
Yes, I do, but there isn't much for me to do at the bar until then. I have my employees handling getting all stuff and food ready and all that stuff. But for the record, I'm also always the last one to leave the building every night.
Man, you really are one impressive woman, Kim. Running a whole bar by yourself at your age? Wow. That's the sort of thing that people usually have to work their way up to. How did you do it?
It was originally my uncle's bar, and he was training me personally for several years before he tried and handed it over to me.
And it's one of the most popular bars in town. I think I might have to stop by one of these days.
We've strayed pretty far away from the topic at hand. Like I was saying, I'm typically either sleeping or doing administrative work at home during the day, so I can't look after Aiden for you. I leave the house early in the evening, and depending on the day, I might not get back until morning.
I told you, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is be in the same room as him. And your apartment building is in the middle of downtown area, right?
Yeah, it is. And?
I thought so. That means you're really close to my new place. This really is the perfect arrangement. What do you say?
It's only perfect for you, Sharon. It doesn't work for me at all. I'm telling you, you're going to have to find someone else to look after him. I won't be able to either sleep or work with a child in the house.
Sure you will. He's such a quiet and well-behaved boy. You won't even notice he's there. And there is no one else but you. I've already tried. Please, Kim. I'm really in a bind here. I'll pay you back for this, I promise.
Really? Have you tried finding a babysitting service or a daycare or something else along those lines? I don't see why you have to leave him with me.
Ordinarily, I could do that. But Aiden has a bit of a cold right now, so no one will take him. They're pretty strict that if a kid has cold-like symptoms and a fever, they won't take them in.
Me, and understandably so. I don't want to catch whatever he has either. I work in a bar, Sharon. If I catch a cold, it's basically against the law for me to go into work.
Nah, you'll be fine. You're an adult. You won't catch whatever he's got. Kids have super weak immune systems. They catch a cold whenever any virus floats in their general direction. It's such a pain to deal with. He's always getting something.
There's really no one else you can leave him with but me?
Not a soul, Kim. I don't have any friends, and my family are all really far away. But I have something really important to do tomorrow, and I cannot take Aiden with me where I'm going.
All right, but this is a one-time thing, okay? And you must be back to pick him up no later than 5.
Thanks, sweetie. I'll be over there bright and early tomorrow morning to drop him off.
Sharon, where are you? I've been trying to get a hold of you forever. Anyways, answer your phone this instant. Do you have any idea what time it is?
Oops, sorry, sweetie. My phone batteries died. Looks like I forgot to charge it last night.
I was very clear last night, Sharon. I told you that you must pick him up by 5 so I can go to work. But not only did you never come to get him, you didn't even contact me. What on earth have you been doing all this time?
I'm so sorry, Kim. I totally lost track of time. Are you at work already?
Yes, I've been at work for hours at this point.
And what's Aiden doing?
What do you think? My husband's out of town and you flake out on me, so I had to take him to work with me. He's sleeping on the sofa in my office right now.
Oh, really? Wow, I had no idea that was an option. That's great to know.
It's not an option. Not ordinarily anyway. But I couldn't just leave him at my apartment now, could I? I had no choice. And honestly, I'm doubtful about the legality of bringing a 4-year-old child into a bar this late at night.
Man, what a lucky kid. He gets a free trip to the best bar in town.
This isn't the time to be making lighthearted jokes, Sharon. This is serious.
I'm serious too. I've been wanting to go to your bar forever.
Well, I'm glad my establishment has such a high reputation, but this is a bar, not a daycare. People drink alcohol here, Sharon. It's no place for kids.
I know. Sheesh. Someone's grumpy tonight.
And I have every right to be. Now tell me, when are you going to come and pick Aiden up? You need to get here as soon as possible. If he wakes up, I'm going to have to pull away one of my staff members to look after him. And just that fact he's here at all is making it difficult to focus on my work.
Don't worry. I'll be there to pick him up tomorrow.
Tomorrow? I'm not waiting that long. I'm not waiting at all. Get over here and pick up your son now.
But I can't go there now. It's super late. I'm exhausted. I don't want to drive in the downtown area while I'm this tired.
Unbelievable. Where are you right now anyway?
The beach.
The beach?
Yeah, a couple of my friends were back in town for the day, so we all decided to get together and have a big barbecue on the beach.
But wait, you told me yesterday that you don't have any friends. Isn't that the whole reason that you left Aiden with me in the first place?
Oh, did I say that? Oopsie. I meant to say I don't have any friends who can look after Aiden for me. So yeah, I'm gonna have to sleep this off. So I should be over to your place to pick him up. I don't know, sometime around noon tomorrow. Have fun with Aiden tonight. Tell him Mommy says I love you.
Oh my God, you've been drinking? You left your son with me all day so you could go to the beach and get drunk with your friends? That's it, I'm not looking after him tonight. If you're too drunk to drive, then call a freaking taxi.
I can't do that. Taxis are expensive and I'm super tired.
How tired do you think I am right now? I woke up early to take care of your son and I've been constantly have to check in with him while I'm at work.
Tired. What's your problem, Kim? I haven't done anything to deserve getting reamed out like this. It's just for one day. You can handle it.
I'm still in utter shock at the situation. You dumped your kid on me so you could get drunk at the beach. That's absolutely insane. I thought you had work or something. You mean to tell me
Work? I don't have a job.
that you're taking the money your husband is giving you for child support to buy food and booze for yourself?
Nonsense. All that money goes right to Aiden. I dip into my own personal savings whenever I want to have fun. And it's not like I do this all the time or anything. Today is special.
I'm not sure I believe you.
Really? What kind of mother do you think I am? Obviously, my child always comes first.
Sharon, what the hell is wrong with you? What were you thinking?
Hey, Kim, are you at work already?
Yeah, I am, but imagine my shock when I go to unlock the front door of my bar and I see Aiden standing in the entryway. You abandoned him here all alone? I thought I was seeing things or having a nightmare or something.
I didn't abandon him, and he wasn't alone. You were there, weren't you? I knew you'd be there eventually.
You must be out of your mind. You left him alone at the door to a bar in the middle of a downtown area. People walk around here drunk and high all day long. Not to mention, it's not exactly the safest area of the city. What if something happens to him?
What did you expect me to do? The door to your apartment was locked, and the security guard wouldn't let me leave Aiden with him. My only other option was to go to your bar. I figured if you weren't home that you were either on your way to the bar or already there. And it turns out I was right. Aren't I a regular Sherlock Holmes?
You're a total idiot, Sharon.
No, I am not.
Aiden says he's been waiting here for hours. It's only by the grace of God that one of my early staff members saw him here when he got to the bar and took him inside before it got dark. Do you have any idea what an insanely dangerous thing you just did?
What's the big deal? He's fine, isn't he?
Somehow beating the odds and not getting kidnapped or killed is not the issue.
I don't know what you want me to do. You've been doing your best to avoid me for the last month. You won't answer my text or my calls. You never come to the door when I go to your apartment. You took every other option away from me, so there was nothing left for me to do but take him straight to the bar.
Why are you taking it for granted that you have to shove your kid off onto me? You could always, look after him yourself. And you're damn right I've been avoiding you. I know that if I gave you the opportunity, you'd pull another stunt like you did last month and stick me with your kid overnight.
So you were avoiding me. You're admitting it? How could you be so cold to me? We're family. Family is supposed to stick up for one another.
Night. You know who else is your family? Aiden, and he's way closer to you than I am. Were you being a good family member to him when you abandoned him alone in front of the bar so you could go off and do whatever? And after all this time, you still haven't found anyone or anywhere to send him other than me?
I don't believe you. Aiden is your nephew, remember? Don't you want to do everything you can to keep him safe? Why should I throw him in some daycare when I can leave him with his own aunt?
Me? You're only giving him to me because you can't abandon him at daycare overnight. I have work to do, Sharon. A lot of my people depend on me to be the best every day. And I can't do that if I'm exhausted from babysitting your kid all day and night.
What? You think I have it easy or something? What about me? I managed to get sole custody of Aiden after the divorce, but now I have to take care of him all by myself. It's awful. I can't do this all by myself. So you can take him off my hands whenever I need a break.
What?
And you can give up trying to avoid me. I know where your bar is, so I'll just park him over there whenever I want to. So if you don't want to be responsible for Aiden getting hurt, you better keep a close eye on the front door.
This is insane. You're behaving like a woman out of some bad soap opera. I mean, what kind of mother would show such wanton disgrace for their own child's safety?
I don't need any lectures on motherhood from someone with no kids of her own. Fine. You want to be a little brat about this? Okay, how about I give you $100 every time you look after him?
You're not giving me anything. That's not your money. You're going to take it out of your husband's child support payments, aren't you?
So what if I am? That money is supposed to be used on Aiden, right? It's no different than me paying for a daycare or a babysitter for him. Have fun with Aiden today. Oh, and by the way, I mean for the next few days. I'm going on vacation. I already dropped him off, so hurry on over to your bar to pick him up.
I see you've abandoned your son on my doorstep yet again. My husband told you to knock that off, didn't he?
Yeah, you sent him to do your dirty work, didn't you? Well, too bad. He doesn't get to tell me what to do, and neither do you. Aiden is my son, and I say you take care of him. You know, he's getting pretty used to you lately. What would you say to just letting him live at your place? That would save me a lot of trouble. Just make sure to take him to my ex-husband's house on his days, okay?
I hate to tell you this, Sharon, but Aiden isn't here anymore.
Huh? No, that's impossible. I left him out in front of your bar a couple of hours ago.
And he was gone. He was already gone by the time I got here.
Then, where is he?
It seems like someone picked him up before I had the chance to.
What? Who did?
The police.
No, you're joking, right? Tell me you're joking. But why did the police come and pick him up? Did you call them?
I didn't have to. It's a pretty busy area, Sharon. The police patrol an area all the time.
Did the police tell you anything? Is Aiden at the police station now? Go and pick him up right away.
The police department called the bar a little while ago. They said they saw a child standing alone out in the front of the bar, so they took it over to the police station. I suppose they assumed he must have been a child of someone who worked at the bar.
Are you listening to me? I said go and pick him up right now.
They asked me what the deal was, and I told them the truth, the whole truth. So they did some digging of their own and contacted Aiden's father for me. I really appreciate that. I had no idea how to contact him because you never gave me any of his information.
They called my ex, but I have sole custody of Aiden. Why wouldn't they call me first?
According to them, they tried to contact you multiple times. You never answered the phone, though, and his dad was his next of kin.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that what that number was? I thought the phone number for the cops was 911.
No, Sharon. That's the emergency dispatch number. Police stations have regular phone numbers, too. I hope getting all those phone calls didn't interrupt whatever sort of fun you were having right now. Oh, and by the way, I think you should know that your ex-husband is going to sue you to get custody of Aiden back. He called me a little bit ago to thank me for looking after Aiden and apologizing for what you were doing to me.
He can't do that.
Yes, he can. Are you serious? And what you did was the very definition of child neglect. You abandoned him alone in front of a bar. He has every right to take custody from you.
That's ridiculous. I didn't abandon him. I just left him with you for a little while. I don't do this all the time, just every once in a while. I don't deserve to lose custody of Aiden.
Not only do you deserve to lose custody, I'd say a lengthy prison sentence is also in order.
Are they going to throw me in jail for loving my son? Loving him more than anyone else in the world?
Oh, shut up, Sharon. You didn't fight for custody of Aiden because you loved him. All you want to do is collect a large alimony check from your ex-husband. He told me a lot of things I didn't know before, Sharon. Like, for example, the fact that you don't have practically any savings at all. So you lied to me. You were using his child support payments on yourself.
This is your fault. Why don't you go to work so late? If you wouldn't have been such a lazy loser, then the police wouldn't have picked him up, and I wouldn't be in this mess right now. You call yourself a manager? Going into work at 5:30?
At least I work. Meanwhile, you're living off your husband's child support payments. How about you get a job and support Aiden on your own?
Oh, so now you're acting all high and mighty because you're a bartender or something? You think you're better than me because you have a job and I don't?
Yeah, basically.
And you think I'm some kind of neglectful mother, huh?
Yep, right again.
Are you making fun of me?
I don't know. I don't really feel like I am. I'm just calling it as I see it. How many times do I have to remind you that you dropped off your child at the front door of a bar in the middle of a city that's currently experiencing a crime wave? Huh. If it weren't for the fact that this is a real child we're talking about, that would be hilariously stupid. And now you're getting exactly the consequences anyone should expect for doing something so stupid.
Are you telling me I deserve to lose Aiden?
That is exactly what I'm saying. You're a pathetic imbecile and are reaping what you've sown.
Stop calling me stupid. I'm not.
You're not just stupid. I've met people who are just stupid. I've worked with people who are just stupid. People who are just stupid aren't dangerous. Your brand of stupidity, however, put your own child in grave danger. You're stupid and dangerous. I can't have such a stupid, dangerous person coming around my business. So if you ever come back again, I'm calling the police immediately.
Screw you, Kim. I'm gonna lose my only source of income thanks to you. How am I supposed to pay my bills now? Are you gonna pay them for me?
What? First, you make me babysit your kid and now you want me to babysit you? You're an adult. You can take care of yourself.
Shut up. You're gonna pay for this.
Oh, did I make you upset? You're acting like a total child.
I said shut up. I'll show you. I'm gonna barge into your store and trash the place.
Sorry, Sharon, but I'm afraid you won't be able to get in. It's a bar, remember? Bars are for adults. You can come back once you've grown up a little. Sharon talked a big game, saying she was going to show up at my store, but she never did. I was prepared for the worst, so I was pretty relieved when it became clear she wasn't going to follow through with her threats. Apparently, she was so busy dealing with the police and her ex-husband that she didn't even have time to deal with me. In the end, she lost custody of Aiden and lost her child support payments along with it. She had been living off those payments ever since she got divorced, so she was in for a rude awakening when her bank account was drained. And who did she go first for help? None other but her younger brother, my husband, Jake. She launched straight in and demanded he give her money and allow her to live with us. Obviously, Jake declined, and he made it clear that he didn't want anything to do with her ever again. A while later, I found out that she started working at a bar near mine. It just so happened that the owner of the bar is an acquaintance of mine who regularly comes to my bar after his closes. I got concerned he might not know who he was dealing with when he hired her, so I went out of my way and told him about the whole incident with Aiden. But I guess she already earned herself a pretty lousy reputation at the bar through her terrible personality alone. They hated her before they even knew about what she did to her son. I'd like to think that she'll learn her lesson and change her ways before too much longer, but I'm not really hopeful.